Hi everyone, this is Vedangi welcoming you to my YouTube channel Educational Katta 9th. Today we are going to discuss class 10th. Just I'm writing don't know what happened now. Class 10th Biology lesson number 1. You just guess and tell me in chat box. I am waiting for 30 seconds, okay? Okay. So it's life processes lesson number 1 of biology class 10. Okay. So now first slide is saying criteria to decide whether something is alive. First of all, whenever we are starting a lesson, like now we are starting a lesson that is life processes. Right. So you should know what is meant by life processes. Life processes are the basic functions performed by an organism in order to maintain its life on earth, that sustain their life on earth. Okay, life process, human beings follow, do some basic functions, life processes, for what? To sustain their life on this earth, to be alive, to be a part of this journey. Yes, so life process is a heading and you got it right. Now first thing is how to decide whether something is alive or not, and this is important. I'm telling, just wait. And this is important a bit. So this is important. Okay, this question can be asked that what's the criteria to decide something is alive or not. Okay, so let's read. The most important criteria to decide whether something is alive is movement. Okay, not locomotion. Now you will say plant is dead. Now then, by reading just one statement you can see, you can guess that human beings, animals, birds are alive, they are living, but plant is not living. Yes, why? Because the first statement says that the most important criteria to decide something is alive is movement, and you know movement is that you are walking, you are talking, you are doing that and that action you are doing with body parts, that is movement. But movement is not that you are saying you are walking, that is movement. Locomotion and movement ये जो दो है, movement means just moving. ठीक है, एक जगह से दूसरी जगह तक जाना, that is not movement, that is locomotion, right? So movement plants are doing. Yes, मैं एक जगह पर खड़े रह के जो कर रही हूँ ना, हाथ ऐसा वैसा, पैर कुछ भी, बातें हाथ इधर उधर कर रही हूँ, दैट इज़ ऑल नथिंग बट अ मूवमेंट. ओके, लोकोमोशन इज़ नथिंग बट वॉकिंग, जंपिंग, डांसिंग. ओके, जस्ट बी क्लियर. फर्स्ट क्लियर कि मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट क्राइटेरिया कौन सा है जानने के लिए कि कोई चीज़ जो है, कोई सब्सटेंस मटेरियल जो है, ये लिविंग है कि नॉन लिविंग है. यस. सेकेंड, all living things move without the help of external help. Some movements are easily visible like movement of body parts, some are not, like molecular movements. The molecular movements in cell and tissue is necessary for all life processes. मुझे लगता है इसमें कुछ ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं आपको एक्सप्लेन करूँ, लेकिन स्टिल आई एक्सप्लेन यू कि सॉरी, ऑल लिविंग थिंग्स जो है, ऑल वो मूव करते हैं विदाउट एक्सटर्नल हेल्प। वी मूव, हम किसी की मदद लेते कि चलने के लिए, जस्ट स्मॉल बेबी टेक्स बिकॉज दे आर इन दैट growing phase. Okay, adults I'm talking about, children's like you 16-year-old or 17, 15. Okay, so clear. कुछ एक्टिविटीज़ हमको दिखती है लेकिन कुछ एक्टिविटीज़ हमको नहीं दिखती है। जो एक्टिविटीज़ हमको नहीं दिखती है वो कौन सी एक्टिविटी होती है? मॉलिक्यूलर। मॉलिक्यूलर मतलब बहुत ही छोटी छोटी, मीन्स छोटी छोटी मीन्स वो हमको दिखती नहीं है। ओके, लेट्स मूव टू नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। लाइफ प्रोसेसेस, as I told what's mean by life processes are the basic processes in living organisms which are necessary for maintaining their life. The basic life processes are nutrition, respiration, transportation and excretion. We are going to discuss this four of processes in very detail. Like nutrition is one chapter, like transportation, respiration and excretion. Okay, yes. What do you mean by nutrition? फर्स्ट न्यूट्रिशन का मतलब जानो। न्यूट्रिशन इज़ नॉट कि मम्मी कहती है बेटा न्यूट्रिशन होनी चाहिए, न्यूट्रिशन लेना, हाँ ओके। न्यूट्रिशन एक प्रोसेस है of taking food by an organism and its utilization by the body for maintaining life. Okay, nutrition कौन सी प्रोसेस है? Food we are taking and we are utilizing that food for getting energy, that is nutrition. Respiration, by which food is burnt in cells with the help of oxygen to release energy. Transportation, excretion, you can read this slide, I'm just skipping it for 30 seconds. You don't need to understand this right now because I have not completed respiration or nutrition part fully. Okay, so just read all the things. You can go through these diagrams also. Okay, see, this is a foolish thing happens. Okay, yes. Now let's talk about nutrition. ठीक है, न्यूट्रिशन कौन सी प्रोसेस बोली थी? फूड लेना और उसका यूटिलाइजेशन बाय बॉडी। फॉर व्हाट? फॉर व्हाट? इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट to build the body, for growth, repair of tissue, repair of damaged parts of body and for energy. Okay, life on earth depends on carbon based molecules and most of the foods are also carbon based molecules. Outside raw materials used by living organisms are food, water and air. First, modes of nutrition. There are two main modes of nutrition. First is autotrophic and second is heterotrophic. Okay, understand this first is autotrophic and second is heterotrophic. Okay, autotrophic means auto. I think you have learned this in 7th standard, and I am telling whatever the part you are learning in 7th standard na, you have learned in 7th standard, the same is repeating here in detail. Yes, nutrition you understand. Autotrophic mode of nutrition मतलब क्या होता है? Plants are autotrophic, we are not autotrophic. Why? What's the difference between us human beings and plants? See, plants make their own food. They make their own food. I also make my own food. I make Maggi, noodles, pizza. I can make it, I make it. No beta. Food making by the process of photosynthesis, that is real food making. Okay, yes. So autotrophic mode of nutrition is a nutrition in which organism prepare their own food from simple inorganic substances like carbon dioxide and water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Okay, this is not important, sunlight and chlorophyll, but still it is there. Okay, first of all I am telling that this ppt I have been taken from some sources, I have not make it. So if there is some issue, You just convey to me in comment section. uh, uh, but still I can't do, okay, anything. Okay, why this is there? Yes. Now, what's example of autotrophic nutrition? All green plants and some bacteria. Why all green plants? Because if the plant will be green, that means chlorophyll is present, and if chlorophyll is present, that means photosynthesis is happening and food is making. Okay. Heterotrophic is a nutrition in which organism get food directly or indirectly from the plants. There are types of heterotrophic nutrition: holozoic, saprophytic, and parasitic. Okay, saprophytic, just take a look. It is a nutrition in which organism gets their food from dead and decaying organism. Okay, saprophytic में क्या होता है? saprophytic क्या होता है बेटा? जो ऑर्गेनिज्म होता है, जो सैप्रोफाइट है, ओके, that organism feeds on dead and decaying organism, take nutrition from dead and decaying organism and fulfill their basic needs. Okay, they break down food materials outside the body and then absorb it. ठीक है, हम बाहर ब्रेक डाउन करते, क्या हम अंदर ब्रेक डाउन करते फूड का, है ना? तो एग्जाम्पल क्या है? मशरूम, ब्रेड मल्ड्स, ईस्ट एंड सम बैक्टीरियाज. पैरासिटिक न्यूट्रिशन क्या है? इसमें होस्ट होता है बेटा. होस्ट मतलब not ghost, host. It is a nutrition, it is a type of nutrition in which organism get their food from living organism without killing them. Means, you know, वो बालों में होती ना चूहे, yes, I don't know what they, um, example I'll tell you that cuscuta, orchid sticks, leeches, lice, roundworms, stepworms, plasmodium, etc. These are the organisms which lives on other living organism but do not kill them, just absorb nutrition. Okay. Holozoic nutrition we are following, we are taking food directly, then are digesting and then absorbing. Amoeba and paramecium, fishes, birds, humans are the example. Okay. This is mushroom. Yes. Okay. Now, nutrition in plants, photosynthesis. It is a process by which plant prepare food by using carbon dioxide and water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. The food prepared is carbohydrate, which is stored in form of starch. Oxygen is released in this process. See, children, I am not writing anything, just I am explaining on the PPT, so your full attention should be on what I am talking. Okay, in middle I will be giving you this dose, but you have to still learn. Okay. फोटोसिंथेसिस कौन सी प्रोसेस है जिसमें प्लांट्स क्या करते हैं? खुद का खाना बनाते हैं by using carbon dioxide in and water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. ठीक है, ये जो फूड फिर प्रिपेयर होता है वो कार्बोहाइड्रेट होता है जो कि स्टार्च के फॉर्म में स्टोर किया जाता है. दिस इज इम्पॉर्टेंट. इम्पॉर्टेंट, आई एम नॉट अगेन एंड अगेन गोइंग टू राइट, बट दिस इज इम्पॉर्टेंट. ओके. यार, okay, yes, what's the hell? And oxygen is released in this process. Equation is very very important, that can be asked you for 1 mark MCQ also. Okay, so just to go through it now, what are the 3 steps that, or yes, 3 processes that are happening in photosynthesis. First is plant is absorbing the light energy by chlorophyll. Okay, means first the process which is happening in photosynthesis, that is first step, absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. Then second is conversion of light energy into chemical energy and splitting up of water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. And third is reduction of carbon dioxide by hydrogen to form carbohydrates. पहला क्या है, क्लोरोफिल लाइट एनर्जी को एब्जॉर्ब करेगा. देन सेकेंड, लाइट एनर्जी का कन्वर्जन होगा केमिकल एनर्जी में और वाटर के मॉलिक्यूल्स H2 विल बी गेटिंग स्प्लिट अप. एंड थर्ड में कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का रिडक्शन होगा बाय हाइड्रोजन एंड दे विल फॉर्म कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स. O2 will be released, CO2 will be taken. Okay, this is how photosynthesis process looks like. Okay, glucose is formed, water, carbon dioxide is taken, energy, sunlight, then oxygen is released. Yes. Now let's understand about chlorophyll. Just I'm taking a sip of water. Just wait. Oh, I came back. Now chlorophyll are the green pigments present in the leaves. If we observe a cross section of leaf under a microscope, we can see cells containing green dot like structures called chloroplast, which contains chlorophyll. Okay, this um, diagram is also important. Okay, mesophyll cells, upper epidermis, lower epidermis, wax cuticle, palisade mesophyll, spongy mesophyll, then stoma. Okay, just learn this diagram by heart. क्लोरोफिल के बारे में कुछ आएगा नहीं आई थिंक, बट अगर MCQ में आया तो इतना ही आएगा. ग्रीन पिगमेंट जो लीफ में प्रेजेंट होता है उसको क्या बोलते हैं, तो क्लोरोफिल बोलते हैं भाई, इतना तो हमको आता है ना. Okay, this all diagrams are not important, this is just important. Still you can go through this. See, if you want this PPT ना, फ्री डाउनलोड नहीं होगी लेकिन थ्रू गूगल यू कैन सी, सो जस्ट कमेंट. Now come to stomata, it's also important. Yeah, stomata are tiny pores present in the leaves through which exchange of gases takes place. यहाँ से हमको पता चलता है स्टोमेटा का फंक्शन क्या है, एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस. ओके, स्टोमेटा क्या है, टाइनी पोर्स है जो लीव्स के सरफेस पे प्रेजेंट होते. ईच स्टोमा हैज अ पेयर ऑफ गार्ड सेल्स विच कंट्रोल्स ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग ऑफ स्टोमेटल पोर. गार्ड सेल का फंक्शन क्या है, controls opening and closing of stomatal pore. When water enters in guard cell, it swells and the pore opens, and when guard cell loses water, it shrinks and the pore closes. Okay, this can be asked in your examination कि when guard cells open, तो जब वाटर या स्टोमेटल पोर ओपन, तो जब गार्ड सेल में पानी जाता है तो वो स्वेल्व होता है एंड दिस कॉज ए स्टोमेटल पोर टू ओपन. और जब ये वाटर लूज करता है तो ये श्रिंक हो जाता है, तो ये पोर जो होता है वो बेचारा क्लोज हो जाता है. ओके, यू कैन सी डायग्राम ऑल्सो. सी स्टोमेटा, open and close stomata diagram can be asked. Okay, and you have to just there you have to what you can say, label nucleus, then epidermal cell, chloroplast, guard cell, and this part. Comment me what do you see, what you say to this. Okay, these are some cells you have to understand now that. Okay, एक्टिविटी का एक स्पेशल वीडियो अपलोड होगा, बट स्टिल अगर आपको देखना है यू कैन सी दिस. See, this is activity first and this is second. Take screenshot and just okay. 20 minutes, done. न्यूट्रिशन इन एनिमल्स, न्यूट्रिशन इन अमीबा को हम पहले देखेंगे. अमीबा क्या है? यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म. यूनिसेलुलर मतलब यूनिक, मतलब क्या है? एक ही सेल है भाई, कुछ ज़्यादा लोड नहीं लेने का, एक ही सेल है, सब कुछ वही करेगा. ठीक है. अमीबा एक यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म है जो वाटर में रहता है मोस्ट. ओके. It takes food by forming finger-like projections called pseudopodia and forms a food vacuole. Inside the food vacuole, the food is digested and absorbed. The undigested food is then sent out through the surface of the cell. ये चारों जो लाइन है ना, ये ऐसे कैसे लर्न कर डालो बाय हार्ट. में तो बोलती क्योंकि पहला क्या है? अमीबा यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म. दूसरा क्या है? अमीबा फूड कैसे लेता है? बाय फॉर्मिंग फिंगर लाइक प्रोजेक्शंस, जिनको हम बोलते हैं सूडोपोडिया. और फूड वैक्यूल बनाता है. तीसरा क्या है? फूड वैक्यूल के अंदर फूड डाइजेस्ट भी होता है, एब्जॉर्ब भी होता है, और जो अनडाइजेस्टेड फूड होता है वो सरफेस ऑफ सेल से आउट हो जाता है. आउट. ठीक है. डायग्राम भी इम्पॉर्टेंट है. ये येलो वाली जो दिख रही है ना, कलर्ड, दैट. ओके. Yes. Nutrition in human beings. Nutrition in human beings takes place in digestive system. It consists of alimentary canal and glands which produce enzymes which break down food into small molecule. I am giving 30 seconds time, not 30 seconds, just 2 to 5 seconds. Just read it. Okay. Now, reading to you can also do whatever is there on your screen. I will explain you now, okay? Because जो भी बेसिक पार्ट था वो तो बहुत मीन्स आराम से मतलब मैंने बहुत ही ऊपर कर दिया, मीन्स क्लियर कर दिया. बट वॉट एवर द इम्पॉर्टेंट इज नाउ आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू इन डिटेल. ओके. Even though you have learned this in your previous classes. Okay, so first is alimentary canal. Alimentary canal क्या है? लॉन्ग ट्यूब है जो कि अबाउट 7 to 8 मीटर है. ठीक है. सी, आई डोंट हैव अ सच डिवाइस कि आई कैन राइट ऑन इट नाउ, so I am just explaining you. If you want to make notes, listen me and make notes. Alimentary canal, long tube about 7 to 8 meter like structure that extends from mouth to anus. Okay. Yes, the entire process of digestion takes place in alimentary canal only. Okay. Now there are major portions of alimentary canal. First is mouth, then pharynx, esophagus, stomach, large intestine, rectum, anus. ठीक है. Main organs of digestive system are mouth, esophagus, the same I told, and organs are also given. Okay, this is a diagram. Mouth. What happens in mouth? Before that, what happens in mouth? Before that, what is mouth? Okay. Mouth is the first part of digestive system from where the food enters into alimentary canal, and it is mainly comprised of two major parts. First is tongue and second is teeth. Teeth we use for grinding, cutting and chewing food. Yes. And tongue for mixing of food with saliva. It bears several taste buds also. Okay. Yes. What happens in mouth? Food is broken down into smaller particles by the teeth and mixed with saliva from salivary gland. Saliva contains the enzyme salivary amylase which converts starch into sugar. Then the food passes through the esophagus into the stomach. Pharynx क्या होता है? फनल शेप चेम्बर है जो कि ओरल कैविटी के बिहाइंड लोकेट होता है एंड इट कंटेन्स इकोफैकस एंड ट्रकिया। ट्रकिया को हम विंड पाइप भी बोलते हैं। इसोफैकस क्या है? थीन एंड लॉन्ग मस्क्यूलर ट्यूब है दैट लीड्स टू स्टमक। फूड इज ट्रांसपोर्ट फ्रॉम pharynx to stomach via esophagus, okay, by the movement called peristalsis movement. Peristaltic movement क्या होती है? rhythmic movement है which means what you can say, which push the food forward. It's just like zigzag, okay. Stomach क्या है? Most dilated J shape part है alimentary canal का, that is situated between esophagus and small intestine below the diaphragm. It serve as a storehouse of food. Storehouse of food किसको बोलते हैं? Stomach को, where the partial digestion takes place through the secretion of gastric glands. Muscular walls of stomach helps in mixing the food properly with digestive juices. The exit of food from stomach is regulated by a sphincter muscle which releases it in small amounts into the small intestine, okay. Then we comes to in small intestine. It is the longest part of alimentary canal. Then why small intestine? Because width, breadth is small while large intestine is short, okay. स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन के ऊपर भी बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं। क्वेश्चंस कौन से आएंगे, इसका एक शॉर्ट वीडियो लाइक रील वीडियो बनेगा, वो आप मेरे चैनल पर देख सकते हो। तो विदिन 1 और 2 डेज वो अपलोड हो जाएगा। Just you subscribe, share with your friends, like and comment if you are having any doubt. If you want something more to learn, if you want to tell me what the improvement I should do, okay, don't leave, it's important now. Yes. Thus the length of small intestine differs in all organisms depending upon their food habits. Like herbivores have a long small intestine because they have to do the cellulose digestion, while carnivores have shorter small intestine as they eat meat which is easily digestible, okay. Inner lining of small intestine has numerous finger-like projections called villi, which increases the surface area for absorption. Small intestine is the site of complete digestion of food. Secretions from liver and pancreas entered the intestine to help digestion process. Large intestine पे आते हैं हम। Although it is shorter but it is called large intestine क्योंकि इसका जो diameter है वो बहुत ही wider है, ओके, दैन स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन। अपेंडिक्स जो होता है वो लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन का एक पार्ट होता है, ओके। लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन प्रिपेयर्स वेस्ट फॉर अनडाइजेस्टेड फूड। रेक्टम एंड एनस, आई थिंक यू नो, you don't need to learn about it right now. So this all you have to read by yourself, just I will explain you. Digestive glands are remaining. Digestive glands I will clear and then I will end up this video. From this we are going to learn in next part, okay. 4 parts will be there. Arey yaar, what happening with me now? Yes, digestive gland को पढ़ते, पहला gland है salivary gland. These glands are found in mouth. माउथ में कौन सा gland होता है? सलाइवरी ग्लैंड होता है। सलाइवरी ग्लैंड क्या सिक्रीट करता है? सलाइवा सिक्रीट करता है। वो कौन सा एंजाइम कंटेन करता है? सलाइवरी अमाइलेज, जिसको क्या बोलते हैं कमेंट में मुझे बताना, ओके। दैट कन्वर्ट स्टार्च इनटू सिंपल शुगर। गैस्ट्रिक ग्लैंड्स होते हैं जो कि कहाँ पे दिखते हैं? स्टमक के वॉल्स पे फाउंड होते हैं। पहला है हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड HCl. What's function? It kills bacteria from the ingest food. Then it creates acidic medium for facilitating the action of pepsin enzyme. Pepsin is a uh, enzyme which acts on protein present in the food. Mucus helps to protect the inner lining of stomach from action of hydrochloric acid produced under normal condition. Liver, it is the largest gland of the body. The liver secretes bile juice which has salts present in it and helps in emulsification of fats. That is converts large fat molecules into smaller globules. The bile juice is stored in a gallbladder temporarily for further use. Then we comes on intestinal glands. So walls of intestinal uh, means small intestine, they contain numerous glands that secrete intestinal juice. Okay, these are all also important, not important because they are not mentioned in NCERT. Then we comes to pancreas. So pancreas, it secrete pancreatic juice that contains amylase, trypsin and lipase. Okay, amylase does the digestion of carbohydrate, trypsin, protein, and lipase, lipids or fats. Okay, then there is a mechanism of digestion of food, which is also not a part, but you should know that. Okay, first ingestion is happening. We are taking food by mouth. Then digestion is happening. Then absorption. Then assimilation, ization, and then nothing. Food is out. ओके, ये जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन है ना बेटा, इसको अच्छे से आप पढ़ो. वट एवर आई taught you, I think you understand. So thank you so much, but still some questions I am giving you as a homework. You have to do that. Okay, first question, what is the criteria do we use to decide whether something is alive or not? Then the second question, what is the largest gland of body? Then in middle also some homework I have given to you. Okay, what's the function of villi? Then why herbivores have long small intestine? Then again more question I'll give you, just wait. Difference between autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition. Then what are the three steps occurring taking place during process of photosynthesis? Why is nutrition a necessity for an organism? Then what if the green plants disappear from earth? These are some homework question you have to do. Thank you so much for staying at the till the end with me, learning with me. You see,